heart without you. I'm half a man at best, with half an arrow in my chest. Promise everything we do. I'm half a heart without you. Half a heart without you. Thank you. Fuck it all we said at night. No, it doesn't even matter, 'cause we both got split in two. If we can make an hour or so, we go for lunch down by the river. We can really talk through, and being here without you is like I'm making up to. Only half of the sky, kinda there but not quite. Walking around with just one shoe. I'm half a heart without you. I'm half a man at best, with half an arrow in my chest. I miss everything we do. I'm half a heart without you. I'm half a heart without you. The heart without you.
Searching for the rain that gives some joy to me. Sorrow in my soul, 'cause I think that wrong really loves my company. It's more than a man, this is more than love. The reason that the sky is blue. The cloud is all in me, 'cause I'm gonna get. Told him I just can't be true. I didn't know that he knows I'm unfaithful, and it goes him inside to know that I am happy with some other guy. I can see him dying. I don't wanna do this anymore. I don't wanna be the reason why. Every time I walk out the door, I see him die a little more inside. I don't wanna hurt him anymore. I don't wanna take away his life. I wanna be a murderer. I feel it in the air, sun in my hair, prepare for another day. A kiss up on my cheek, with the roots on me. I say, I will leave. I say it won't be long, just hanging with the girls. I know I don't have to tell him, because we both know where I'm about to go, and we know it very well. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful, and it goes here inside to know that I am happy with some other guy. I can see him dying. I don't wanna do this anymore. I don't wanna be the reason why. Every time I walk out the door, I see him die a little more inside. I don't wanna hurt him anymore. I don't wanna take away his life. I wanna be a murderer.
Yoshimi battles the pink robots. I'll play the series one later.
Oh my god.
Her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate, working for the city. evil-natured robots. They're programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them. So she's taking lots of vitamins. Cause she knows that it's demanding. Cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, you'll see me. They don't believe me. Can't let those robots defeat me. Sing it with me. Oh, you'll see me.
Yes, we know the lyrics.
Can't let those robots defeat me. Oh, you'll see me. Okay. Another one for myself. Okay. All right.
Okay. Asma. I study English first year MA at University of Sousse. These are some poems I wrote in the last 5 or 6 years. I think I should start with this one. I wrote it when I was 16.
I'm a big fan of your
Really?
guitar.
I call it Bleeding War. I see destruction everywhere. Where are they gonna hide? I see blood somewhere. It's a new country that's lost the guide. Frightening faces are screaming there, and creeping bodies by my side. Tell them to stop this nightmare. It's a new day with the same pain. I feel hearts pounding in my head. People lying down with no shame. They're just walking through them steadily. And I see crawling heads through the rain, begging God to ease that mean game, and to bring them safe and soon. All the guardian angels are gone, took all faith and hope away. All mothers and fathers lost their sons. They've got only to stare up and pray. They've got no legs or guts to run. Their soul didn't stay. They flew right to the sun. I just want to help some, just want to raise them up. Sparking ghosts have come, so I can even wake them up. I give a hand for them, so they can stand up and stop all that harm. Hope's haunting me, so I can give it to you. Wake up people and see what a helpless can do. Try to set them free and make them no more desperado. It's a new day, it's come here, and we're all free now too.
Wait.
Yeah, you did another. Except, what's his name? Yusuf, what's your little brother's name? He just oh, you're sorry.
This one is a bit sophisticated. I wrote in 2012. A Soul in Chains. An ascendant spirit of the dear dead haunted my bleak thoughts inside my drained head. Such an excruciating woe of the tortured soul would torment my enchained inner growth. A creature that craves for freedom to hunt, pleasure to haunt, yet consumed by grunt. Death soothing terror that only I could observe his physical manifestation, continuously captivated my weary eye as my emotions were swindled by this dire observation.
Pause for now and then. Do we like Asma's poetry?
Yes.
I can carry on, otherwise someone can.
Yeah, no. Why don't we do one more and then we'll take a quick break.
Actually, this one was written after the Tunisian Revolution. A moral shock. I weep and I weep and I weep. My wounds are deeper than the sea. Cold-hearted as you see, but so damaged inside of me. I cry and I cry and I cry. In your presence I feel shy. I hear lies as I die, ashamed of a lie. I think, I reckon, I believe, I should seek for my relief. Corruption is what I receive. One should hang on their belief. I corrupt, I deny, I
You see, if I took you, if you're 20, 21, 18, if you're even 9 years old now, and if I showed you to your 5-year-old self, how will he look at you?
Stupid.
It would be probably
I'm too big.
You will feel like you were stupid. Why would you feel that you were stupid? I don't know.
Boring.
Maybe. How would you feel? That's the most important question.
I think that this is an exercise that should be made for everyone to make ourselves imagine our future and think about what we are and how we should be in the future. So I think it's a good idea for everyone to think about this thing. I think that I have seen already this experience made by
Oh wait, hold up. This is still his performance.
who asked some people to write something about their and then a birthday that is really far away from now. So it makes us think a little bit about our ambitions, our projects. It's really good. I think that we are proud of you and of this idea, and I should applaud you.
He hasn't started yet, so let's let him continue.
I can leave now, right? Okay. So most of you here are students. And if you're not, most of you are students, or a little bit older than students, or a lot older than students. But in the end, none of you exceed 40.
None of you exceed.
Mom, come on, 21.
Always 21.
Yeah.
Over 21.
Yeah.
What I mean is that if I took you to your 5-year-old self now, if I had this time machine, and I will tell you, come with me, and let's see how your 5-year-old self would see yourself. Your 5-year-old self, which you think now is crazy. Like, when I was 5 years old, I thought I wanted to be manager of a school. What was I thinking? Like, that's not even... If I took you now to your 5-year-old self and say, hey, I am now, I don't know, a CEO in a multi-billion I'm rich. I've got money, I've got cars, I've got everything I ever dreamed of.
What girl?
Beautiful.
And if I take myself, and if I go to my 5-year-old self, he would laugh at me exactly as I've laughed at him. He would tell me, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be happy. Are you happy?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
You're not.
Because life teaches us every single time that money does not bring joy. All in favor say aye.
That money does not.
Bye.
Aye.
Okay. I think that point is done. So now, I ask the question again. Will your 5-year-old self be proud of you now?
Maybe. Yes.
Yes.
I'm hearing all of it. There is no maybe. There's yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
It depends.
It depends. Okay. Why will he not like you now? He will tell you you could have done better. I dreamed of something else. He will always say the same thing. You'll find yourself, your 5-year-old self, telling you the same thing your parents are telling you every day. If you go to your 5-year-old self, he'll tell you, you could have worked harder, you know. I thought of many things. You didn't make them happen. Why? He'll ask you why, and you'll ask yourself why, and then you'll hit your head on the wall saying, it's too late. Well, no, it's not too late. Since all of you are under 40, except...
I'm under 40, that's okay.
you can still change, can you? You can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone can change. That is the most fundamental part in our life. The human being can change. If you don't like yourself now, if you don't like yourself now, if you say, hey, 20 years, 18 years, 15 years of life, what have I done? Nothing. I studied, I'm not happy. I've ditched classes, I'm not happy. I've met girls, I'm not happy. No, come on. You won't. I have money, I'm still not happy. Because the most fundamental part of a human being or not being happy, is related to his importance. He believes himself not important. How many of you believe that you are very important now? That you can change the world? Like tomorrow morning, you can decide who's president. How many of you think that? Are you important or are you not to yourselves?
Yes.
Honestly speaking.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
You're nothing, man.
Everybody feels himself very small. Like if I tell you, are you as important as Gandhi? What will you tell me?
Nothing.
If I tell you, are you as important as Nelson Mandela?
No.
Why are you not that important?
Why don't we so important as these people?
Why are you not important now? Why do you believe yourself not important this second? I'm not talking about you're going to be important. You're now important.
Because I'm not doing anything for it.
I'm working on
Work on being important.
Yeah.
That's the point.
it. Yeah.
We're working so hard to be important tomorrow, after tomorrow, in 10 years, in 15 years. I will be, some people say I want to be president, I want to be very important. Some people say I want money, I will be important. Some people think that having, like, people loving you it makes you important. But you forget the most fundamental thing that makes you important is being you. Just be. Just being Firas, just being Nicole, just being Jack, just being James, just being Shadi, just being Tahir, just being Caroline, just being Dara, just being Layla.
Just being you.
Okay. Just being yourself is important. For being you is very rare. How many Firasas are there?
One.
How many Nicoles are there?
One.
How many you are there?
2.
Got a twin.
So why do we think we're not important? Is it because people tell us we're not important?
No.
My mom told me that.
Because my mom told me.
Is it because we believe people we are not as important as certain people? If I brought Gandhi here this second, and I told him that, let's say Firas has his life job. Okay, I don't know. Let's say that, for example, a person called Ahmed. I tell him that this Ahmed guy is a very normal man, but throughout his life, he tried not to lie. His entire life, he does everything bad in his entire life, but just one thing he does right is that he doesn't lie. If Gandhi was here, he would tell me, that guy is even bigger than me. Why? Because one man can change the world. One action can change the world. One speech, one word can change the world. A word like Hallelujah, a word like Allahu Akbar changed the world. A word so powerful in its meaning. A word like I'm talking about normal words.
Yeah.
Words and people are as important as you, because humanity and our role, not on Earth, not in our galaxy, in the universe, until now, we are only 7 billion in 10 trillion planets. You know how rare that is? You know how rare just being you is? We are the most powerful beings in this universe and we don't know. We don't, wait, I'm not done yet. And we don't know. For example, the most common thing that happens, when a person comes to me, this always happens, and he tells me, I don't know what to do. I'm going to fail this year, for example. Every time they come and they tell me I'm going to fail this year. I'm going to fail this year. I don't know what to do. And every single time, I tell them the same exact thing. Or a person that is working, a person that is, let's say, smarter.
Like you.
No, he's not actually smarter. A person that you see in a higher status is not in a higher status. You are failing because you want to fail. We hear it every time, you are failing because you want to fail. We hear it all the time, yet we never understand it. What does it mean I'm failing because I want to fail? I never wanted to fail. Who wants to fail? No one, and yet we fail. If it's in our jobs, in our homes, in our school, if a person is getting straight A's in his classes, at home with his wife, he's always, or with his sister or with his friends, he's always having arguments. If he's always getting straight A's in his class, and he's good with his friends, he's bad in other ways. He's shy, for example. He's weak. People always try to, hey, I'm not good at this thing, I'm not important, I'm not good, I don't know. I'm not smart, again, between two things. I'm not smart, thus I am not good enough. I don't deserve. And I've heard this said a lot of times, because people when they get close to you, they start opening up, and they say the things that they never thought they knew about themselves, which is that people, even if now you told me, I think I am important, you don't think you're important. Because if you thought you were important, then every single action you're doing, you're going to count it, because what you're going to do now will have a result, either negative or positive, in the future. A person slapping another person or hitting him this year could result in a civil war next year. A revolution, our revolution, started with one simple action. A woman slapping a man, that happens every time. Police always hit people. And yet just one time, when one man said no, what happened?
Everyone says no.
When one man said no and made a difference, what happens? When one... Whatever.
Revolution!
Alright, that's not a political discussion. Continue, sure.
Political discussion.
Anyway.
Okay, he put himself on fire. He sacrificed himself. He committed suicide. A man, from what happened to him, he committed suicide. That happens every day, doesn't it? Police hitting people, murdering, doing whatever they do every single year, happens every time. But it only takes one person, just one idea, just one word, just one act, to make a cosmological difference. We're talking about every single difference in this country will have an effect on other countries, which will have an effect on other countries. This effect will be on the entire planet, and since we are the only residents of this universe, your action will be as big as the universe.
Woo!
Dreaming is making a wish, and now we realize it day after day. I'm almost thinking like this. I never thought that patience reading day after day. You will learn more and more as hardworking as you are. You will never fail. Just be all what you want. Just think about what you did. Just be yourself and breathe more and more. Got the other lyrics.
I realized I'm the oldest guy here. So,
I'm the oldest man.
Very nice. Nice save.
And,
well, my name is Ayman and I am an alcoholic. Okay, that's a joke. I'm not an alcoholic, just thought it was funny, but it's not funny.
It was fun.
Well, anyways, this is like supposed to be the microphone, you know, it kind of gives you more confidence when you have an audience like this. But, okay, since I'm the second oldest guy here, I thought I'd just give guys like you, most of you teenagers, give you some advices, because I was a teenager too. You know, now I just turned 29. And well, the thing is, well, my first advice would be that you guys take education very seriously, okay? School, you must really do it. Even it sounds sometimes you don't like it, but believe me, it's worth it, and it's like the most important thing ever. Because if you make that right, then it will open a lot of opportunities for you later in life, and yeah, I think that's advice number one for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and second advice would be that you live a healthy life. You know, like eat food, healthy food, and do sport. like, really, I mean, it sounds silly, but believe me, with time, the older you get, it will have an effect on you, the way your diet and whether you do sports or not.
Yeah.
And that's also serious advice. And the advice number 3 would be to always do what you want to do and don't be shy. You know, like sometimes I remember when I was young, sometimes like you want to talk to somebody but you feel like you're shy or something. But at the end of the day, you just have to do it. Trust in yourself and do whatever you want to do, okay? As long as it's legal. And just have faith in yourself and do what you guys want to do, because if you don't do it, then that chance would be a missed opportunity, and you will regret. And you will say, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But you didn't do it, so you're going to have... There's no picture. But I mean, when I think about it, it was all missed opportunities. I didn't have the courage. Nobody told me that you should do it, man. Maybe I should have got drunk or something. I don't know, but anyways, my advice concerning girls: if you really like a girl, don't be fearful. Just get courageous, and approach her and say what you want to say to her. And trust me, do not get committed to any girl any soon. Okay? Don't marry exactly like many boys do now. They just say, here my dad, my mom, they speak to her mom and dad, and then, okay, they're going to marry, and then they don't know each other yet, but they're already on the road to marriage. I don't think that's a good thing. That's my opinion. Take it easy, take it slow, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life.
Be friends first.
Yes, be friends first, get to know her first, have some common experiences together, some memories together. You have to find how she is in real life, in normal life, not just... Yeah, it's a process, you know, it's a process, and it's hard in Tunisia. I know that, because there is pressure from the society, and if they see sometimes a girl with a boy, then people start talking, I know. But, you know, like, things are better than other places in Tunisia, and you have to look, if you see a glass half empty, you can say it's half empty or half full. We say it's half full. It's an optimistic way of seeing it. And you're a handsome guy, you shouldn't have problems. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's called Wandering Souls.
Oh.
Yeah. Wandering souls, hanging without ropes, and looking for place to go. And I try to have them through. Wandering souls goes round circles with no hope. It's all that what's go round. Yeah. And they tell you about depression and all his friends, and they got the souls under the ground, and you see no life, it's just a drug. And doing so, hanging around without ropes, and I can find no way. It's so empty place, and you cannot say what they're trying to do, and it's hard to watch. Wandering souls try to suicide, and wandering souls I try to reach for them my hand. Wandering souls hanging around, and I wish if someone can just show them the road.